Good afternoon. I wanted to take the opportunity while the glorious sun's shining to come out and show you one of our site tow units that we have modified for a customer. Come and have a look and see what you think. So to start with, externally on the tank, this is actually to hold 9,000 litres of diesel fuel, and the pumps that are operating within there are powered from a generator. So this is a mod here on the side of the tank. This is a drawer that pulls out, and you've got your usual pull start there on the generator itself. That tucks away nice and neatly as well, and is fully lockable. Another modification to the tank here is this cylinder holder. This is actually designed to hold a 205 drum of AdBlue. There's then a connecting part here and the tube that connects and submerses into the AdBlue, and then this is drawn through this pipework and to the back end of the tank that I'll show you in a moment, into the cabinet for refilling with a standard nozzle. The other fittings that you can see here, these are for your hydraulic brakes and for connecting to your tractor for the lighting. The drum is designed to be strapped into place, so it's kept secure during transit. Here is the cabinet at the end of the tank. This is fully lockable with a roller shutter door, and this is where all of your dispensing equipment is housed. So you've got a galvanised step just for easy access into the cabinet. That folds away during transit, and the bolt there keeps that up nice and safely. And then you've also got the handles either side. This plate has all the information of the tank, unladen weight, laden, and also a serial number, so we can track that on all of our records. Emergency stop button when the pump's in operation, so you can turn that off quickly. Inside the lockable cabinet you'll find the filling points for the tank. So for example, if you were filling from a large static tank into this Bowser, you would use your auto shut off nozzle into this 3-inch fill point here. You just remove the cap and that'll splash fill into the inner tank. There is a 2-inch version of that there which can be connected onto, but ordinarily a tanker driver will come out and connect to this 2-inch BSP offset fill point, which also has the added feature of overfill prevention valve, which is built into that just for safety. So this particular setup is a dual setup. One is for fast flow, so we've got a hose reel here with 1.5-inch hose, and this is connected to a fast flow connection, for example a Wiggins or a Bandlaw system. This connects straight up to the earth moving equipment and allows approximately 200 litre per minute fill, and this is all powered from the pump situated here, along with the switches on and off. And also you have inch pipe work on a traditional nozzle, and this is for filling smaller plant. Okay, filtration system for particles. The AdBlue pump here to the left. Once you turn this on, this uses the suction pipe from the front of the tank that I showed you earlier, where the drum will be situated, and you've got the AdBlue nozzle there also. There is a flow meter for the inch pipe work on the diesel, so you can see how much you're dispensing at any one time. And then just underneath here is the gauge for the diesel. Over to the right, just finally, isolator switches on here for your electrics. So this pump is being powered from the generator that you saw earlier on the side of the tanks in the cabinet. You've also got a light as well inside the cabinet here, so you can see in the dark when you're refueling. You will see in the tank there are various hose reels that I've already mentioned. This is to keep the hose neat, tidy, organised, also to prolong the life of the hose, because these are all retractable reels, so it's going to prevent the hose from dragging along the floor and getting damaged over time. And the whole thing is tucked away behind a roller shutter door, which you can just see at the top there. All you need is a padlock and that will be secured. Fitted to this unit is a 50mm tow eye. This can connect onto the towing vehicle tractor. The difference with this particular one, if you can see all the bolts here, it's actually interchangeable. So you can remove this section and change it for a different type. For instance, a spoon coupling would go on there. Just anything that you need to suit what it is you're towing. So the tank itself, just some features on here. It is constructed from 5mm of mild steel, inner and outer, and it is a fully bunded unit. So you have a cylinder inside and then a cylinder outside. The paint that we use on there is a 2-pack polyurethane. That just means there's a couple of coats for durability, and we're actually one of the only tank manufacturers that I know that shot blast their steel prior to painting it in order to create a key for the paint to stick to. This protects your steel for longer from the elements and stops any rust. Okay, just to have another look around the outside. All of the required environmental stickers. Up the top of the tank there's a manway for accessing for cleaning or inspection, and just the bits of pipe work on there is your breather up the top. You'll notice that on the sides of the tanks you also have the lifting points. This is to secure during transit. There's 4 on each tank, 2 either side. The large flotation tyres are perfect for rough terrain, and you'll see that there is a integrated steel wheel arch there as well. Reflectors to the side, and then we have LED lighting just above the tank there, and a beacon which will flash when it's in operation. Another box on the side here, but this isn't for a generator, this is actually as a storage cabinet. Again, lockable like the one on the other side. That just folds down and you've got storage in there. Petrol, presumably you would store in here to power the generator on the other side, but there is plenty of space to store any equipment that you might need. On this side of the tank, we actually have a galvanised refueling platform. So when you are filling the large plant, you're up at height there ready to fill and connect to the other tank. Also, it allows access to the manway at the top here. You can just see that in more detail. Thank you very much for your time.